Welcome to the Caitlin Clark Media Hype. Hey, back with new content TV. All right, y'all. Okay, let's get to it. Okay, so man, I know all these Caitlin dick riders, man, they happy. I know that they acting like they acting like the Fever won a championship. They acting like Caitlin Clark scored 1,000,000 points and won a championship. They acting like Caitlin Clark did like some crossover in the 360 dunk in the air like NBA Jam. Listen, y'all dick riding Caitlin Clark fans, man. Listen, you know what I mean? They got lucky off that game. They got lucky off that game. Very lucky. Very lucky, especially with Angel Reese and Cardoso playing on the same thing. They got lucky in that game. You know what I mean? I don't know what happened, but I know they got lucky. And it's not because Caitlin Clark that the Fever won, was because the team. You know what I mean? The team decided to wake up and play. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. They've been playing, they're just not that good. Okay, so they won at home finally. And I looked at the stands and I seen a couple of seats missing. Nobody really came out to see Caitlin Clark like that. And I seen a lot of people wearing the Chicago Sky jersey, no cap. I seen a couple of media hype shirts. I seen a couple media hype shirts in the back. I seen like two people wearing the media hype shirts in the back, man. Y'all can go to my spring shop and cop those ASAP. You know what I mean? If y'all look at the video, y'all looking like towards the back or whatever, y'all see two of my media hype shirts that somebody purchased and wore it to the game. You know what I mean? But anyway, listen. So Caitlin Clark finally won a game at home. You know what I mean? And not only won a game at home, but they beat a very tough team with Angel Reese and Cardoso on the same team, which is crazy to me, man. I'm willing to bet that they were paid to let Caitlin Clark win that game. And I know what you guys gonna say, like, oh man, this nigga like giving Caitlin Clark no credit, or he hating. Nah, man, it's not that. If you look at the game, you're gonna see how Chicago Sky played. Like they missed some shots on purpose. You know what I mean? That let Caitlin Clark do like run to the court and get some easy layups. You know what I mean? And to me, I feel like they took away Cardoso at certain time where she needed to stay in the game. I felt like she should have stayed in the game throughout. That's my opinion. You know what I mean? To guard that net. But for whatever reason, they benched her. I don't know why. You know what I mean? But anyway, so Caitlin Clark finally won the game. I know she probably think like, oh man, I beat Angel Reese and Cardoso and all. She listen, Caitlin Clark, man, y'all 6-2. Still the worst record in the WNBA. They are still in the bottom red. You know what I mean? They are still in the bottom red. Who's on top? Connecticut's still on top. You got all this team that's still on top. If you guys look at the charts right now, all right, y'all. So as a matter of fact, let's look at the charts. Now look at the record here, y'all. Look at the record here. So Connecticut 7-0, no losses. Yeah, man, the way y'all be talking about Caitlin, man, they should have a 7-0. Their record should be 7-0. The way y'all dick riding over there, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, their record should be 7-0. You know, so okay, so look at the other team record right there, and then we gonna go to the bottom. We're gonna find where Caitlin Clark. I couldn't find it. It took me like 30 minutes to find Caitlin Clark's team. You know what I mean, in their stats, because I had to go way in the bottom. Like I'm talking about, like in the bottom, man. I had to scroll all the way down and stuff. I was trying to use my mouse, and I still couldn't go. It still took me 30 minutes using my mouse trying to go all the way down to where the stats was, man. That's how far down they are. Okay. All right, man. So so Chicago. I think they are 3-4. So Chicago Sky at 3-4. It's not a bad record. You know what I mean? It's better than being on the bottom 30. Believe me, it's better than being on the bottom 1 million. You know what I mean? So they're at least in the paper. You know what I mean? They're at least on paper. I don't have to skip to the next 10th page just to find a record. You know what I mean? Okay, so you know who's gonna be in the playoffs? Who's gonna be? I think it's gonna be the Chicago Sky. It's gonna be New York Liberty and Connecticut. You know what I mean? That's what I think. That's what I think it's gonna be like in the final three. That's in my opinion. You know what I mean? So that's the way it is. You know, so all these dick riders out here, man. You know what I mean? Like just because, listen, Caitlin Clark did not win a championship. All right, so y'all calm down. She did not win a championship, and they still got a bad record. Okay, yeah. All Chicago Sky got to do is win one more game, and their record's gonna be like better than Caitlin's. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, it's so goodness gracious, like, oh man, Caitlin Clark team won. They won by 1 point. They barely beat the Sky. They barely beat Sky. And the only reason they was able to beat him was because Cardoso didn't play that many points. And I'm thinking, sorry, not that many minutes. And I'm thinking because of the injuries. They don't want to overdo her body right now, because right now she's recovering from an injury or something like that. So that's why they didn't want her to play too hard or whatever. You know what I mean? So now let's go look at let's go find Caitlin Clark, man. I finally, because jeez, man, almost took me 2 days trying to find this record, man. It was hard to win about him. All right, y'all take a look at this. All right, y'all look at this record right here. 2-8, 2-8, the worst record ever. 2-8. I mean, they're right there. They're right next to the 0-8. You know what I mean? Terrible record, man. Terrible record. In my opinion, I think that you bench Caitlin Clark, man, and let the females that's on that team just see how they do without Caitlin, man. And I guarantee you that their record will improve. That's my opinion. Their record will improve, man. That's my opinion. Their record will improve. Just bench her for about 30 minutes and let the team play, and y'all gonna see the record improve. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. You know what I mean? So look at this, the stats. Y'all can see the stats right here. You know what I mean? Y'all can see the stats. See, I don't know what y'all thought, man. Y'all really thought that, and we could give Caitlin Clark 5 years, 3 years. Y'all really think that this girl right here, man, is gonna push this team from bottom 2 wins and 8 losses to 7-0 loss? That's what y'all think. In the next, let's say in the next 10 years, because the lifespan of a basketball player is about 15 years. You know what I mean? And then they retire. They usually retire, and women, I think, retire more earlier because the women body is not as strong as males. So that I think they retire earlier than that, because LeBron James is still playing, and he almost pushing 40. You know what I mean? For a female, they gotta, I'm thinking for a female, you gotta retire about 36, 30, 38, something like that. I don't see a female going past 38 still playing in the lead. Their body can't take that. You know what I mean? So with Caitlin Clark being 20-some years old, you know what I'm saying? All right, she got 15 years. She will be about, what, 37 years old, you know what I mean, to win a championship. She got 15 years to win a championship. And y'all telling me during those 15 years that she's gonna push Indiana Fever all the way up to a 7-0 record. That's what y'all telling me. That's what y'all telling me. Man, listen, the only way that's gonna happen is if they put Caitlin Clark in Connecticut, and she's gonna have to play around Connecticut. She's gonna have to play around Currency's playing style. She's gonna have to play around Harris' playing style. She's gonna have to play around Alisa's playing style. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You have to take Caitlin Clark and you're going to have to put her on the winning team, and she's going to have to play around the winning team's playing style. You know what I'm saying? That is it. You know what I mean? They cannot play around Caitlin Clark. No, they can't, because that doesn't work. This is not Iowa. You know what I mean? This is not college ball where they're playing against girls that's like 5'5", 5'2", average or whatever. Some of these girls are all tall, but most of the time, Caitlin Clark playing against some of these girls that's freshmen. And that's what it made her that's what it made her look like she's good, because she was playing against a lot of freshmen. There was a lot of freshmen that she was playing against. A lot of them. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. So I need all y'all Caitlin dick riders out there to calm down, man. Shut your pipe hole. Shut your mouth up, man. Like, you know what I mean? This win doesn't mean a damn thing. She's not 7-0. All right? Y'all focusing on, she beat Angel Reese and Cardoso's team, whatever, man. Listen, man, they still got a better record than Caitlin Clark. Look at the record. And look at where Chicago Sky is at. All right? Yeah, man, with this hype shit, man. It's crazy. Yeah, man. I'll tell you what, then. I'll tell you what. Angel Reese, their club record is better than Caitlin Clark's club record. Look at their ball club. Look at their record. And compare it to Chicago Sky. Who got the better record? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, they got it's the worst record I ever seen. You know, all Chicago Sky got to do is win one more game. Actually, if they could just win 3 games straight, that would be great, man. You know what I mean? You got to pull away from them. You got to pull away from these losing teams in the bottom. You know what I mean? Their next game is crucial for them to win. You know what I'm saying? It's my opinion. You know what I mean? So they need to relax with all this hype, man. Yeah, man, they need to relax with all this hype. You know, she did not win a ring. Y'all calm down, man. Like I have to bring some of these Kenny Clark dick riders, man, to reality. Like, hey, wake up, wake up. What's in the championship? It's just a regular season game. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Damn. You know what I mean? Anyway, y'all, this is Bailey Panama back with new content TV. Please subscribe to the channel. All right, get your media hype shirts. Okay, I got my media hype shirts right now on my spring YouTube shop. Y'all could cop those ASAP, man. I need you guys to please cop those shirts, you know what I mean, and wear it to Kenny Clark's next game, you know what I mean, because, you know, this hype shit got to stop, man, you know what I mean. We got to start celebrating winners. The 7-0, why aren't they being celebrated? Why aren't they being getting TV and media exposure? It's crazy. Anyway, y'all, please subscribe to the channel. Holla at me.